What is happening, YouTube? Cowboy here, and welcome to my Dark Souls Randomizer Let's Play. So before we go too much into this video and what this is going to be or anything, the first thing I want to do is give a shout out to Lobos Jr. because he's the one that does all these crazy challenge runs that basically introduced me to this. If you've never heard of him, big Dark Souls guy on Twitch, does tons and tons of Dark Souls. Make sure to check him out. And then, of course, a shout out to Hot Pocket Remix for being the person that made this possible. So what we're going to be doing here is playing through Dark Souls, but the item locations for everything has been randomized. So nothing is where you think it's going to be. It's going to be like a fresh experience. Obviously, we know where the bonfires are, we know where the enemies are, but the location of all the items has been shuffled up, basically. So in a sense, it's almost like a roguelike in that it's going to be really random in terms of what we're going to find and how our build's going to go. But either way, it should make for one hell of an entertaining run. So I've been wanting to do a Let's Play of the original Dark Souls for a while. But, you know, I've played the game a couple times, and, like, I never really grasped this game at the same level that I grasped, say, you know, say Dark Souls 2 or Dark Souls 3. I just never had the chance. So being able to go in and, you know, experience it like this, I think that's going to be really fun. So as for our build, I was thinking about doing Deprived, because I don't know what my build's going to be. So that might be best. Yeah, probably. Let's go with Deprived, because I don't know what kind of stats I'm going to find, so being able to have a little bit of everything will probably be good. Let's go with Black Fire Bombs. It looks funny. Fucking jacked, bro. Should we give him the samurai ponytail? Let's give him the samurai ponytail. Let's do it.
In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire, and with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark. Then from the dark they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty lords peeled apart their stone skills. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath the Scaleless betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers, and man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark sign.
I think of all the various Dark Souls openings, Dark Souls 1 still is probably the best. There's just something about it that's so awesome. I think it's the giant battle with Gwyn and his army chucking sunlight spears at the dragons.
Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world. This is your fate.
So of course this is like the one thing that's not randomized, otherwise you could never get out of here. On top of that, we also have a number of different graphics mods in place to make this look a hell of a lot better. Graphics are scaled up, cleaned up a bit. I got a mod that fixes the lava for the game and how that appears. Got a mod that fixes up some of the trees. Scales up the graphics. But the point I'm making here is if the game suddenly decides to crash, don't be too surprised. I'd actually be impressed if we get through this whole Let's Play without a crash, just based on all the different graphics mods that I've put into it. Gotta check every nook and cranny. You never know where important items are gonna be. Remember, I don't think there's anything out here. Isn't there? There's a cannon somewhere. I think that might be after I fight the demon. That was the other reason I didn't want to do, like, a regular Let's Plays. Like, I played Dark Souls 1 way back in the day. Like, before I was really a fan of Dark Souls, and managed to beat it. And then, of course, did the drunk through with it, and I did a little bit of it during the Return to Lodran event. But I never really, like, got into Dark Souls. Like I said at the start, I never got into the original. Remotely close to the same level as I did with, like, Dark Souls 2 or Dark Souls 3. So, there was a lot that I didn't know. Please stay away, sir. Oh, God, no. Please stop, please stop, please stop. No, 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 no! I brought these firebombs so I could beat you! Fatty's down. Praise it. Large soul of a nameless soldier. I got a humanity out of it too. That's not bad. I was hoping to get some like crazy awesome drop off of him, like I don't know, Dragon's Great Axe, which that can happen in this run. You know, I could get completely dicked and never find good items, or alternatively, I could get all kinds of shit, like super rare shit early on. And real fast, I feel like it is a little bit too dark. I'm gonna tweak the brightness just a pinch for the visibility sake on the people watching. I also haven't checked audio levels. I have it at the same audio levels that I usually have all of my games at. So let me knock these down to 5. That sounds really low. I'll put it down to 6. And then you guys can let me know after the first episode if the audio needs to be tweaked or what the case is. Oh, you dick. I think this may be my first ever depraved run in Dark Souls as well. This is where it's at. This is where, yeah, there's the ball. Come on. See, I remember little things.
I'm done for, I'm afraid. I wish to ask something of you. You and I, we're both undead. Hear me out, will you? Regrettably, I have failed in my mission. But perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family. Thou who art undead, when thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to when thou ringeth the bell of awakening. The fate of the undead thou shalt know. And now you know. And I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing.
Estus.
Here, take this. An Estus flask. An undead favorite. Oh, and this.
Big Pilgrim's key and the Undead Asylum F2 East key.
Now
wow.
I must bid farewell. And thank you.
Isn't the Big Pilgrim's key something you get like really late game? I think it's something you get really late game. No, it goes to show you how much I know. I don't even know which keys are for what. If I remember, because I know there's a couple Undead Asylum keys. I think the Undead Asylum F2 key is the one that you can't get until late in the game because it gives you access to like neat shit in the Undead Asylum. So to get that, if I'm thinking of the right key, getting that right now is probably huge. And I think the Big Pilgrim's key is also something that's really badass that you want early. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe I'm completely wrong here. Another thing, obviously, I could have started the game with the master key. That kind of takes the experience away a bit. You know, if you're just going to start the game with the master key, why do a randomizer run? So, okay, now that was the F2 key, is to just open up this and proceed. Come here, young man. Ow, 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 ow. Whiffed my parry. Yeah, and this is where you would drop to fight Duders. If he wasn't already dead. I still hear somebody big clomping around. Parry practice. Oh boy. That was bad. Oh no. Oh, he whiffed. He should have killed me, but he whiffed. Gotcha, bitch. Rest now, skeleton. It's locked. Okay, so this is the key that I need to find, I think. One that I don't have right now. I had to get out to there. Yeah, that's the door I gotta open. Oh no, that's the big pilgrim's key. Herb to derp. Alright, so never mind. Maybe the keys from him were guaranteed drops? I don't know. Like I said, it's been a long freaking time since I played this. Let me go to the bonfire. I think I'm about to go straight to Firelink if I remember, but I want to heal up just because healing up is good. And I don't want to die. Who is clomping around, man? I want to find out who that is. Good job. Go straight ahead. Remember, there's supposed to be some... Isn't there like... Oh, no, God, I almost just gravity myself. Isn't there some loots out here? Loots for sleuths. Tell you what, this does look so much better on PC, pimped out with a bunch of graphics mods, than it does on, like, say, Xbox or PS4. Maybe there's not loots out here. I don't know. Anyway. So I might skip a little bit past dialogues.
In the ancient legends, it is stated,
But, I'll leave all the cutscenes in full. Just because cutscenes are badass.
An undead shall be chosen. To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lodran.
Thank you, Mr. Crow. Cannot kindle while hollowed. I just used my humanity. Yay! Never mind, I'm good. Kindle? No humanity. Okay. If I remember, I think Kindle buffs how powerful the thing is. Anyway, let's use our nameless. Talk to this dude.
Let me guess. Fate of the undead, right? But there's no salvation here. Well, there are. One's up above in the undead church. The other is far, far below. Ring them both. Not much to go on. So, off you go.
I don't remember if I talk to him enough if I get anything special out of him. Another thing I'm going to do is try to avoid killing any NPCs, just because kill NPCs you get armor, but let's see what we got here. Transient Curse, okay. That'll be helpful if I have to go down into the, the area with all the ghosts and shit. Leo Ring, okay, okay. So, perhaps we're going to be doing a thrusty type build. Cup of coin.
Very well.
Way of the way.
Now let only...
Got the shrug. Okay, so it looks like NPC inventory doesn't change. So I'm going to be breaking like everything I see, because I heard that items can spawn in locations that you wouldn't typically find them as well. Alright, that's the shortcut from the Berg. We have here Mask of Velka. Nice. Looks good with my naked self. Man, it's like I want to spend my souls before I risk potentially losing them, but at the same time, I have no idea what kind of build I can do here because I don't have any items. So I also don't want to spend my souls yet. I mean, I guess I could go for like health and endurance. That's always a safe bet. But, like, I don't know if I'm going to be going, you know, quality or magic or faith or what the case is, because I haven't found anything yet. And I'm really going to let my build be dictated by the items that I randomly come across. So for now, let's put those levels into, I think I hit leave, yep. Let's go vitality, and I'll put endurance up a bit. That's probably the best bet. I mean, those are two areas that you're going to have to level no matter what your build, so safe choice to put some stuff into it now. I was really hoping to find like a badass weapon in Firelink, but I guess, that's right, what am I supposed to offer you? Reinforcement flask. Don't gravity yourself this early. So the other thing that's going to be really interesting about this run is items that you typically use, like progression items, like keys and shit that you would find, they may not be where you would typically find them. So there are 4 levels to the randomizer, basically like a normal, a hard, a challenging, and then like a you're fucking insane. So I just went for the hard mode. I didn't go for anything too crazy. But on the mode, ooh, a little bit of lag drop there. On the mode I took, like, keys aren't going to be where they would typically be. So, basically what I'm saying here is, like, you know, anything that's like a progression type item, like, oh, I need that key to go further. No, I just fucked up so bad. They're not going to be where they could be. So, like, I don't know, the key to get into the sewers is going to be somewhere else. The Artorias Sigil, that's going to be somewhere else. Like, all that shit is going to be somewhere else. And why did I use my fucking humanity? I feel like a dumbass. So I used my humanity with no intention of summoning, just used it for shits and giggles, and then I died doing a fucking jumping attack, like a dick. But so the point is that with all that stuff and new locations, the typical route that you take through the game is not going to be, you know, what you would do. Like, typically I would first from here I'd go over to Undeadburg and clear through that and then proceed, but the keys that I need might not be in Undeadburg. They could be, they could not be. So instead I'm just kind of running all over the place looking for some items. From what I was reading, there's runs where it's like you're straight going down into the graveyard and down into the tomb to progress this early in the game, because that's what the randomizer decided was proper loot placement. So it can get kind of brutal. Remember, this is the Valley of the Drakes. Yeah, need a key for that. I don't know why I'm not getting any of my backstabs. Maybe it's because these guys aren't hostile. Brass armor. Okay, okay. Now we're talking. I also turned on a Fashion Souls option, so Soul of a Brave Warrior and Blooming Purple Moss Clump. Armor, like typically armor, you can have it so that armor spawns as full sets, but with the Fashion Souls option on, armor is going to spawn mix and matched all over the place. So yeah, it's gonna be Fashion Souls. Anyway, let's put on that brass armor. Yeah, I'm looking good. Alright, already kind of fat rolling here. That's a mid-roll, actually. Man, frames are taking a beating in this area. Might want to take off the brass armor. At least until I get vitality up. But I don't know if I'm going to use vitality. It does like double my defense. I think I would get tired of listening to the change angles though. Sounds like I'm a walking coin purse basically. Alright, let's go. Oh, that's right. Yeah, equipment load is just based on endurance, so we'll just pump that a bit. I'm trying to remember how to go over to the, I want to go to the graveyard before we wrap up this episode, see what kind of sweet loot's over there. But I don't even remember how to get to the graveyard. That's how long it's been. Isn't it like this way? There we go. Very large ember. Nice. It's kind of like a slap in the face, because it's like, hey, I got that, but God knows where I'm going to find the other embers I need to actually level up my weapons. Large Soul of a Nameless. Hey there, skeletons. Oh god, they're all up. They're all pissed. Oh man. Oh man, this is gonna be bad. I just want your loots. Gotcha, bitch. Really should conserve those fire bombs for like true oh shit moments and not throw them at random skeletongers. But if I can group them and kill them in a pair, I will use a firebomb. As long as I keep doing this though. I want your loots. Stone armor. Fuck yeah, dude. And chaos fire. Okay, okay. Alright, we've pissed off a lot of skeletons. I think that's the main loot in the graveyard. Let's turn around. So, stone armor pyromancer, maybe? That uses thrusting weapons? Is that what we're going to build as? God, the defense just boom. The weight, though. I look like a badass. Anyway, we're going to wrap this one up here. My goal for this series is to bring you guys 30-minute episodes. Not sure if I'm going to do more than one per day. I'll probably have it be like a daily series. I think that'd be fun. You know, like every day a little bit of Dark Souls for you. But anyway, thanks for coming by for the first part. Down in the description of the video, I'll have a link to the instructions to use the randomizer yourself. I'll also have a link to a seed, which you can use if you want to go through the same experience I'm going through with this run. But either way, guys, thanks for coming by and showing some support. I hope you're going to enjoy this new series. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. With that being said, we'll catch you guys tomorrow with another part.